Them shit's furry as fuck. Them don't say lost.
Bushy brow skin
life.
with a Y, nigga. Yeah.
Lost life, nigga.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh? Man, you gotta come to the club run, you know what I'm saying?
You got no clout on one.
Nah, you gotta come to the club run.
You had Nick's clout, bro.
You gotta come to the club run for it.
I'm see the clout.
Alright, good, brother.
You sure you gonna have the clout?
Yeah, you gotta come to the club run, man.
Just like you said, we can bring out speakers and we can share times where people are like feeling, when people feel most awkward or when they see people feel most awkward. You know what I'm saying? That could just be like a segment along the show.
Flash, he can't deal no damage, right? Can't do no damage. Magikarp, he can't learn no TMs. Magikarp can't learn no TMs. So the only way he can gain experience is basically if you throw him in the mix. You can't throw him at the top of your party, put him in the mix, pull him back, and put somebody else that's experienced in there. So he can gain the experience from when they win the battle. So basically, Magikarp needs to be around a shared or a coexist with something to gain experience. I know that was a real tongue twister, but yeah, you know what I mean. So basically, that evolution is that he's underrated, but at the same time, he's getting all of the tips and tricks from the ones that he's around. You know what I'm saying? He's learning, gaining that experience.
Like, that's like a possession, that's a possession drug, bro. And then I come and I listen to this video, and he like, Xanax, that's the name of a demon, and I'm like, that's fucking crazy. He was breaking down prefixes and suffixes, words and stuff like that.
I think I've seen that shit.
What's
his name?
I can look it right up right now for you. I ain't about to give you no false info, because I'm not into that.
Yeah, that shit ain't no...
I don't know if y'all on this joint already, but y'all gotta check out The Order.
Oh yeah, I watched that joint.
Netflix joint, just finished that shit.
Attorney joint, right?
Alright. Yeah. As far as like,
when you said time is just the place where.
No, that was actually from Kambada. He has a verse in his a line in his verse that says,
Then turn it into a raging king of the fucking sea, bro. How am I doing this? By just lining everything up, basically. Like I use this, but when I use this one, I'm using this as a reference being it's the finished product and my sheet. See how I got these three going on right there? It's like a memory game. I just line it up, you know what I'm saying? Take a quick photographic image, you know what I'm saying? Everything might not be precise, but the eye is there, you know what I'm saying? It's there. Mind you, this is all freehand. I just wanted to practice my freehand game too. Like normally I take a piece of paper, not a piece of transfer paper, I stick it over there.
This dude. Whole time I don't even feel like that. Like I'm just comfortable doing the shit that I do. I'm willing to do more than the next nigga would. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to make a facial expression or a fucking odd ass noise that this nigga or this chick wouldn't do. So and basically I'm on a different wavelength, I'm on a different frequency. So in terms of you being frightful to do these things or step out of your box or your comfort zone, I'm in turn cool to you because I'm doing something that you're frightful to do. And I'm just doing, you know what I'm saying, like my regular everyday shit. But I feel like the skin art experience, what you can gain from that, other than just seeing skin and art being put together and brought together, we get to experience something different as far as an art experience. Experience.
Peel it, and then peel it over, put a blow dryer on it, so it can seal more, and then peel the transfer paper off, so that it's all in the same exact place that it is in here. I just wanted to try my freehand game up, and I know I was going to have to do some cuts and stuff like that. So. Saving myself some work while giving myself a little training at this time. Like I'll be doing stuff like this. I'll get this done, hit it with the layer that I need to hit it with, go let that dry, then go work on a pair of pants or some shit, get that base color for that, let that dry, come back to this, do the little touch-ups that's necessary, let those touch-ups dry, come back to the base part of the jeans, you know, start to add the color or like the line work and whatnot. Then I come back
like extra like pushing all these weird agendas and gay shit, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but just I feel like it's something wrong for a child, a newborn. You see, not
to be perpetuated on.
That's just thrown onto into the cartoons. Like, why is that in a cartoon? Like, where's the FC? Where's the censor people?
Let it rock.
Like
they the ones letting it rock. FCC.
Like where they at? I can't even remember the name no more. You don't even hear about.
They don't hear about it no more.
But that's basically what that was. It's like just time is like time is just that, bro. It's like
He told me she rap sticks and we gon' slide. Keep us up a pistol and make sure you say all lies. She was never feature, ain't no nigga cross her line. Told her got no riches, but I know she play my line. Oh, you can't be my rapper.
Especially that I find Goku's waistline. Once I find Goku's waistline, I find the tilt. And once I had the outline marker already here, so once I did everything and I seen that the eyeball lined up, it was like the right way. So it's weird how we get that shit down, bro. The ease joint, finish them up with like the sealer and everything, let that dry, then I go get a hat, paint a hat and some shit like that, base that up. I just from one thing to the next thing, man. I just try to always keep my ball rolling. Like, why condense yourself into one project when you can always work on, like, not necessarily multiple. Like, the paint gotta give yourself time to dry. That's why I acquired this skill and this tactic because I didn't have a blow dryer at the time. So I'm like, all right, I don't want to just have idle time, so I just used to start on something else. Like, I might pick up the sketchbook or some shit. Like, give yourself time to dry. That's why I acquired this skill and this tactic because I didn't have a blow dryer at the time. So I'm like, all right, I don't want to just have idle time, so I just used to start on something else. Like, I might pick up the sketchbook or some shit. Like,
everything's going on, do something where people are just like, hey, this is not necessarily like a kickback type of vibe, but this is an environment where you can speak freely, speak how you want to feel. Like, it ain't no judgment. It's a judgment-free area. You know what I'm saying? Everybody comfortable in their skin, and we're gaining experience being comfortable in the skin that we in. And other than the actual like the visual arts and everything that come along with the show, I want to be able to give something as far as like a movement. We're on this cool.
Yeah, like I'll be doing something like this. I'll get this done, hit it with the layer that I need to hit it with, go let that dry, then go work on a pair of pants or some shit, get that base color for that, let that dry, come back to this, do the little touch-ups that's necessary, let those touch-ups dry, come back to the base part of the jeans, you know, start to add the color or like the line work and whatnot. Then I come back to ease joint, finish them up with like the sealer and everything, let that dry, then I go get a hat, paint a hat and some shit like that, base that up. I just from one thing to the next thing, man.
Time is a good way to remember where we were. You know what I'm saying? He just likes, if you really look at the I forget the actual word for it, but when you look at how the universal timeline is, like, you got this little one part, you got the longer part, that part, you know, the 1, 2, 3, and then you got little cycles going on inside of these things. It's like basically what they were talking about with the end of the Aquarian shift and all of that. It wasn't the end of the world, you know what I'm saying? It was the end of all of these cycles that was coming on, that was going. So now, after 2012, it's all new possibility. You know what I'm saying? That's why the government
try to always keep my ball rolling. Like, why condense yourself into one project when you can always work on, like, not necessarily multiple. Like, the paint gotta give yourself time to dry. That's why I acquired this skill and this tactic because I didn't have a blow dryer at the time. So I'm like, all right, I don't want to just have idle time, so I just used to start on something else. Like, I might pick up the sketchbook or some shit. Like, give yourself time to dry. That's why I acquired this skill and this tactic because I didn't have a blow dryer at the time. So I'm like, all right, I don't want to just have idle time, so I just used to start on something else. Like, I might pick up the sketchbook or some shit. Like,
seeing yourself as a different. Well, I'm gonna say this. Using. Long way, bro. That shit crazy. And it's this YouTube video. I could definitely put y'all onto it and send y'all the link because I saved it when I watched it. It's like 3 parts to it. But we'll break that shit down, man. I like that. You know, it's crazy. That's how I felt before I even watched the video. I'm saying that interpretation. That breakdown that I had of the Xanax and the experience on it. That's how I felt about it before I